Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the results of the latest death battle. Now, this death battle was between Sauron from Lord of the Rings versus the Lich King from World of Warcraft. Now, for those of you who do not remember my prediction from the prediction video, it was thought that Sauron was going to be the one to win this death battle. I thought they were just evenly matched overall, and I believe, if I remember correctly, I went with fire beats ice. Um, and I think that, and his shape-shifting ability I thought was going to be a factor in it as well. So that being said, what we learned was a lot about the two of them. They are both very powerful creatures. Um, One of the big things that we learned is how how powerful they both were, but also how very similar they were as well. I didn't realize how similar they were until this death battle. I mean, I know they normally put two creatures or people against each other that are somewhat the same, but I think that sometimes they do go a little on the extreme side where they might have similar backgrounds, but not necessarily similar abilities. But this one was quite the opposite. Yes, they are both powerful beings that have taken over an area with relative ease. But I think the other thing too was just how much powerful each of them were for the most part close to equal, or at least close to equal, or very similar than what I originally had thought, I guess you would say. So in this death battle, we see them on the ice mountain where the Lich King lives, and they begin to fight. So there's a lot of fighting going on, and it's looking like the Lich King is actually defeating Sauron. He actually destroys, or at least kind of really affects Sauron's physical body. So he transforms into a more spiritual form and then brings back his body. And the two go at it, and Sauron actually kills the Lich King, burning his soul from the inside out. Now, the reason for this is let's talk about the positives against each other. So we're going to start off with the Lich King. So Lich King's armor resisted magical attacks, which a lot of Sauron's attacks were. His helm also could block mental and soul attacks, and he has the Plague of the Undead, which only affects Sauron's physical body. There's a reason why I bring that up is because when Sauron was in his more spiritual form, the Lich King was unable to do any damage with that. So the Plague of the Undeath um, was a powerful device to be used, but unfortunately, because Sauron could switch between physical and spiritual forms with ease, it was pretty much useless in this battle. Now, that being said, I mean, it did do a number on his physical body, so therefore he could actually um, do some damage, but it wouldn't have been enough. The other big thing, too, is the Lich King was significantly younger than Sauron, and they considered him to be less powerful. Now, when I say this, it was double the strength. Sauron was double the strength of the Lich King. Um, Comparative to other death battles, this wasn't that far off when you really consider it. Um, but that being said, it was still double the power, and they did it based on the ability of them lifting an island out from the water back onto the surface. And Sauron's was it took twice the amount of energy to lift up than the Lich King's. So with Sauron, he could fight in both his physical and his spirit form. He had less obvious weaknesses. So meaning there was no way the Lich King could have figured out that the ring was the real power behind Sauron. He might have gotten lucky a guessed, but realistically, there would have been no indication that the ring itself was providing him all that power. Obviously, it was twice as strong, but he was also resistant to mental and soul attacks without the armor. And he was also had a superior regeneration because he could manipulate his body with ease. So all that being combined, Sauron was able to defeat the Lich King, and he took over and became the new Lich King, because there always has to be one. That being said, for once in a long time, I was finally right, and Sauron was the winner of this death battle. So, The next death battle is going to be the second to last of this series, of this season, I should say, sorry. And what we have is Deku from My Hero Academia versus Asta, I think that's how you pronounce his name, from Black Clover. So I do know a decent amount about Deku, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on him and then find out more about Asta. Sorry, because I've never actually seen Black Clover before. So on Monday, I'll be doing a prediction video on who I think is going to be the winner of this death battle based on what I've read and what I've seen. And as always, if you did not agree with this death battle, please let me know in the comments below and why. But also, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.